Thank you, Mr. President, and thanks for your leadership on this. Because of that leadership, we have really seen the government agencies working with industry like no time before. We've seen HHS, FEMA, the CDC work incredibly effectively with all of the distributors, and all of the distributors working together for the good of the people. And all of us have been so focused on making sure that we take care of our customers, because our customers are the ones that are taking care of the patients every day, and we need to do everything we can to make things good for them. And so it's been great to see how well all these government agencies have been coordinating together with us.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let me first start by thanking the administration for all the support you have provided to the industry. You know, one of the things we did hear the challenge, and starting in January, we've ramped up our production in the Americas, including our facility in North Carolina, where we are now manufacturing an additional 40 to 50 million masks per month to get into the U.S. healthcare system. And we talked a little bit about this in the pre-meeting. One of the issues we're struggling with is the demand increase. You know, used an anecdotal example of one hospital in New York that traditionally uses roughly 10 to 20,000 masks a week are now using 200,000 to 300,000 masks a week. So you multiply that times the entire U.S., let alone the same demand outside of the U.S. That's part of the issue we're running into, is even with a significant ramp up in supply, you know, there's still that demand that is much greater than that supply. Thank you
very much.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the incredible leadership. I will share with you that UPS is really proud to be part of this effort. Vice President Pence and I had the opportunity to speak before, and the way we're going to win this war is with great logistics, and UPS is going to be part of that effort. We have a big brown army, 495,000 UPSers across the country that are ready to deliver. We're bringing in the supplies from anywhere around the world as fast as we can so that they can serve the communities that need them most. We're proud to be partnering with the states as well, because we know that in partnership with those states, we can deliver what is needed everywhere. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Great
Thank
job
you.
you're doing. Please. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. I would certainly like to echo my colleagues' comments that the collaboration amongst many of the government agencies and the private market, the distributors represented here today, has been incredible, has been increasing and ramping up over the past weeks. Today's first delivery of Operation Airbridge, I think, is the first evidence that it's working. The 51 flights you referenced, we're excited about. We look to build upon that. So I would echo my thanks for your leadership, and certainly to the staffs for the terrific partnership and the commitment to protect the people we think about most often, which are the people on the front lines providing care. And maybe just a quick word of thanks on behalf of all the CEOs here to our teams that continue to show up in warehouses across the country, in pharmacies across the country, and do their jobs to keep the supply chain going. The supply chain is working, it's resilient. Supply is a challenge, we're tackling that.
Thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, and thanks to FEMA and HHS. I think great leadership, and is really working well. The demand has skyrocketed, and we're doing a lot of things to bring in more masks, more other protective apparel. We are involved in reprocessing masks, and we've already started at about 100,000 masks per day, and we hope to expand from there. So we're quite optimistic about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic job. Anybody else, if you want? Yes, please. You're doing such a great job. We have to let everybody if they want.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. We appreciate the opportunity to work with your administration on a lot of collaborative fronts. Number one, we've all talked about PE products. That's critical, and it's not just to the hospitals. That's a must, but it's really to all healthcare providers out there working on the front line. So our commitment is there to get it to the hotspots and get it to the care providers that are taking care of those patients. It's absolutely key. Second, we talked in there about buying in America and getting resources back here and manufacturing in America. That is critical, a lesson to be learned from where we are. And lastly, we're proud that we introduced a test. We need to get some more tests out there in a rapid form. We're excited about that. We've worked with your administration very closely in the FDA, and we're very grateful for that because it's a quick, rapid antibody test that needed as well. So we're really proud to work with your administration. All going well. Thanks so much.
Thank you.